Hey, what is up guys? So we have a new card that is absolutely crazy. The Deep Eyes White Dragon, and these are more cards from the movie pack. I don't know when we're getting all of this stuff in the TCG, but anyways, we got a lot of cards to check out, so let's go ahead and jump right into them and talk a little bit about them and what they might do in the meta of the game. So first off, we have the Kaiser Vorse, or the Kaiser Vorse Raider. So anyways, it is a level 5, which is unfortunate, with 1900 attack. And it says if you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, it gains 500 attack. If this card is destroyed by battle, the monster that destroyed it loses 500 attack. So kind of like a Cyber Dragon, but it's dark, so that can definitely help out fight 8-bit. But yeah, unfortunately it is level 5, because I was thinking, like, you know, there are a few great, you know, other cards you can just special summon that, you know, you like, you know, Photon Thrasher and stuff like this, but this one is a dark, so you can make other things with it, and it is also level 5. But anyways, we have the Assault Wyvern, so it's a level 4 with 1800 attack. It says when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you get to tribute this card to special summon one dragon type monster from your hand or graveyard except for itself. Any? Like, wow. I mean, yes, I know it has to destroy an opponent's monster by battle, but you know what? Maybe you can creature swap, give them something that's like not so great, or you can, you know, just boost this card's attack up or reduce your opponent's attack with Forbidden Lance. That's an insane effect because you can get out, you know, Red Ice Darkness Metal Dragon, which then gets out another stuff. So all of you Chaos Dragon fans, this is the support that is definitely going to be showing off, because, you know, we got the dark, we got the light. Next up, we have the card I think a lot of people are excited about. This is the Deep Eyes White Dragon card. It looks like, if you look up over here, it looks like this Blue Eyes just went a little anorexic over here, a little skinny here. But anyways, Deep Eyes White Dragon. So, level 10 dragon monster with 0/0. When a face-up Blue Eyes monster, so it doesn't have to be Blue Eyes White Dragon, just Blue Eyes monster, is destroyed by battle or by your opponent's card effect, you just special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the number of dragon-type monsters with different names in your graveyard times 600. At that point, you could OTK someone. I don't know, Magical Merchant. I just feel like there's so many new cheesy ways to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, but I'm going to definitely try to make it so my opponent destroys, you know, one Blue Eyes card. And I'm just going to be like, oh, I special summon this, and then you lose, because it's times 600. You know, you can Magical Merchant and get, you know, multiple, like 15 plus cards. Easily could OTK someone with that card. Definitely will want to try that out. Next up, when if this card is normal summon or special summon, you get to target one dragon type monster in graveyard, and this card's attack becomes that monster. So pretty much, if you have Blue Eyes, that's minimum like 3k in most like decks, but it's still pretty good. It's any dragon type monster, and it gains that attack. And then if this card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, you can destroy all monsters your opponent controls. Like, really, you summon it, it does damage, and then it, you know, it's gonna have a decent amount of attack. And then on top of that, if they destroy it by a card effect, you destroy everything that they control. Not your stuff, just your opponents. I'm like, wow, the power creep is pretty real. But is it going to be meta? I mean, realistically, if you think about it, your opponent's probably not going to destroy it by a card effect. But some decks that don't have that option. They have to, you know, Judgment Dragon, blow up the field. Like, they're not going to run like a, you know, Regeki or something like that. Or maybe they just don't have one in their hand. So, you know, the effect can definitely still be used. It's not like a very terrible effect. Next up, we have the Dragon's Perseverance. So it's a quick play spell card that says target one dragon type monster you control that was special summoned this turn. For each monster your opponent controls that was special summoned this turn, this card gains one additional attack during each battle phase this turn. So this is not too bad because, you know, for each monster your opponent controls that was special summoned this turn. So I'm thinking like maybe you can try to use interesting interactions. But it's each battle phase this turn, so I don't know how relevant that is in the game. If you guys think of other quick combos you can use it with, because yeah, I just feel like it's a little bit lackluster because it's each monster your opponent controls that was special on this turn. So if you're gonna do it during your opponent's turn, obviously you're not gonna be able to attack. But next up, we have the Dark Magic Veil. So you pay 1,000 life points to special summon one Dark spellcaster from your hand or graveyard. So I know you pay half your life points with like the Black Magic Current, but this is only 1,000 life points. So any Dark spellcaster from your hand or graveyard, Demok, oh, Demok effect, get it back. So you can see the support looking pretty good for those spellcasters, or I want to say it's more so Dark Magician support, but yeah, you know, it's any Dark spellcaster. Demok is a great target. Next up, we have Dimension Sphinx over here. So it's a continuous trap card that says, Activate this card by targeting one face-up attack for this monster you control. Once per battle step, if the targeted monster is being attacked by your opponent's monster with higher attack than its own, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the difference between the attack monsters and the target monster's attack. If the target monster leaves the field, destroy this card. Next up, we have the Dimension Mirage. So it's a continuous trap card that says, activate this card by targeting one face-up attack for this monster your opponent controls. If the targeted monster attacks another monster, but the monster target for that attack was not destroyed by the battle, at the end of the damage step, you can banish one monster from greater than the target monster must attack again in a row. If the target monster leaves the field, destroy this card. Next up, we have the Spirit Swords of Revealing Light. So it's a continuous trap card that says, once per battle, when your opponent monster declares an attack, you can pay 1,000 life points to negate the attack. During your opponent's turn, you can banish this card from your graveyard. For the rest of the turn, your opponent's monsters cannot attack directly. So that's kind of an interesting card. Paying life points in this game, I think it's not that big of a deal, but I feel like most players won't really want to play any of these traps. Like, they're interesting though. It's kind of cool that we have all of these new continuous stuff. Maybe that there is some other combo that you can really utilize this, you know, pay a bunch of life points, you activate Hope for Escape, draw a bunch of cards, Exodia, or some other type of cheese, you know, how that is. But for the most part, I think that the Deep Eyes White Dragon is pretty dirty. Again, I don't think it's going to be like tier 1, but I think that like some decks, like, they just, again, might not have an answer except for to use a monster's effect to destroy this card. And on top of that, I want to cheese someone with this. I want to go ahead and build a deck. I'm thinking Magical Merchant. Like, a lot of these new cards, like, you can abuse Magical Merchant. I feel like maybe Magical Merchant might get banned. We gotta abuse it while we can, boys. But anyways, let me know if you guys are excited about any of these cards. I mean, for the most part, I mean, I think these are very mediocre, though. They're not like going to make the deck super strong. But this Deep Eyes White Dragon, I definitely think it's viable. Like, it's a usable card, and I think that most players might try out like one of them in a deck. Especially if they're playing, obviously, Blue Eyes. You can, you know, easily get this card up to a decent amount of attack, and then it does burn damage, and then if they destroy it by a card effect, you get to wreck everything they have. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you guys show your support by giving that like button a titty smack. But thanks for watching, guys. Your boy Smith, signing out.